G'day everyone and welcome to The Good Old Days. Now this is about my grandfather's time back in the 1910s, 1920s and 1930s before he served in World War II. Now his name is Vivian Wynne Jones and he survived the war and lived on into the early 1980s where he passed away. But he left behind a legacy of family memories in all these photos I'm about to put on. Now back in the good old days, photos were done in sepia, which is brown and white before black and white photos came along. Now with today's technology, colour can be put into old photos, but not with amazing accuracy, unfortunately. So anyway, this is his story. Now as you can see here, this is an old style ute. And you'd probably think that that rope there would not hold onto all those wool bales. But they seemed to make do back in those days, especially on an old ute like that one. And of course this was on his farm as well with his brother Grilliam and two other workers to help with the shearing of the sheep. Oh, just look at all those old style motorbikes, the tractor and the cars. What an amazing sight to see. Brilliant. Now what we have here is my pop's sister Gwen and her daughter. With that car, definitely has a lot of character about it. Okay, now this is in South Perth. This is Gwen, my grandfather's sister, and she lived on Mill Point Road, just next to the Narrows. It's right next to the Swan River, where every winter it would flood because there was no return wall back in those days. As you can see here, it definitely did flood. Just another photo of the old style tractors, motorbikes and cars. I'll give you a moment just to take a quick look at this photo. And here's another one for you. I'm enjoying these pictures, I really am. What a sight to see. I seem to like these old style vehicles with the old style utes and the cars as well, going back in those days. What we have here is an old style gramophone that played music. What a beauty. Now of course here this plane did not crash, it got bogged. That's why it required a lot of manpower to try to push the plane out so it could fly again. And then this was on his farm as well. As you can see there, a pretty big haystack and the old style tractor. And what we have here is another photo of all the old style vehicles. Tractor on the left, motorbikes and car on the right. Was that a ute? Looks more like a ute. Well, there you go. And this is where my grandfather, was at his sister's place in South Perth. And that's his car he's sitting on. And there's my grandfather with his brother, Grilliam, standing on top of the ute. Love those days. Now those were really great photos, especially looking back into my grandfather's time. So thanks Pop for the memories, and you'll always live inside my heart. Thanks for watching everyone, and have a good one.